Hi, I'm Elder Brock,
And I'm Sister Brock.
and we're the Humanitarian Missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, based on the island of Tarawa in the Republic of Kiribati. When we arrived here, we needed to get our bearings straight on what projects were existing and what projects were in our pipeline. One of the first projects that grabbed our attention was for 12 water tanks requested by the island of Tamana to go along with 12 maniabas that they had just re-roofed from thatch to metal.
These metal roofs would provide a water catchment for our water tanks to provide them clean water. I immediately sent an email to Kiowa Terasi, the parliament member over Tamana, and asked if there was still a need for these water tanks. He quickly replied and said yes, there's a need, and asked if we could get together. It was over lunch that we learned the story of Tamana and how this little island has been an island with only one church, one faith for 150 years. And over those 150 years, they had not invited missionaries to come to their island. And in fact, missionaries that had come uninvited were not welcome there. And so we were a little anxious, but excited to go to Tamana. We knew we needed to go to assess the need to work the project. And so Kiowa went to the island and he talked to the pastor, the mayor, the head elder, all the council members of the island, and asked them if it would be okay if we came as missionaries. And they supported it and invited us to come. We were excited to come and to show our respect. We told them that we would take off our name tags and we would only be coming to love and serve the people. And in place of my tag, I wore my little heart to let them know that our focus was on love. And so we packed up our bags. I made 5 loaves of banana bread and 2 big buckets of cookies, and Elder Brock packed up his camera gear, and off we went on a wing and a prayer.
We landed and were greeted by Kiowa, the MP, along with the mayor, the pastor, the head elder, and whisked away to the pastor's home, where we then were unpacked and then got to rest a little bit, and then sat down with our first meeting, the first of many. Sister Brock brought out her first bucket of cookies, and we exchanged words, and more words, and ate and exchanged words, and set really the tempo for the rest of the week. We were invited to parades and to maniabas and to celebrations, and literally, because it was their Independence Week celebration, we were feasted and fed and danced and spent time with all of the 1,200 or so people that live on the island of Tamana. We got to visit their schools and assess needs. We visited their clinic and looked at what they needed. We visited home gardens and spent time digging good soil and showing them how to plant and where to plant and what varieties grow here and do well. We delivered wheelchairs and crutches that had been sitting at the airport for a couple of months, waiting on someone to take them. We visited every one of the 12 maniabas in the 12 communities and measured for the water tanks and piping necessary and the concrete necessary to build the slabs. We did everything that we had hoped for and a million things that we had never dreamed of. We were just absolutely treated like we were their best friends. It was clear that they felt like we were there to serve them, and because of that, we just could not have asked for a better experience.
We left there feeling like we were leaving family, and I think one of the things we both came away with is that, you know, we don't have to be the same to love each other, and that we can support each other even amidst our differences. And I think now that Tamana, this little island at the bottom of Kiribati, now knows that they have a friend in our church, and the next time they have an emergency like they did the 1st of 2019 when a big storm ravaged their island, they know that when we offer aid and assistance, we're doing it out of love and support, and that they will be quick to accept our help, and we will be glad to offer it.
We're just so grateful for the power of the invitation, the even more powerful welcome that we were given, and look forward to multiple more invitations as we spend our year and a half here in Kiribati.